Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Car Question. We're sitting behind the wheels of the new Jeep Compass and it's all gonna be about specification and rolling link for this video. So let's start with the engine. So it's a Tiger Shark inline 4-cylinder engine and I thought it would have been revised this year to give you the latest technology, but it's an old SOHC and injection which is sequential multi-port. So I don't know, it should have benefited from the latest technology, at least be direct injection to give you a better fuel mileage. Anyway, 180 horsepower at 6,400 RPM and you're going to be good for 175 pound-feet of torque at 3,900 RPM. So on papers, the numbers are not too bad. You can use unleaded regular fuel, so any 87 octane will do inside this one, no need for premium fuel. You will be able to get 3 choices of transmission depending on the version that you will choose. You get a 6-speed manual transmission which is available with the less equipped model. Either you choose a 2x4 or a 4x4. You've got a Nason 6-speed automatic transmission that you can choose with the 2-wheel drive model in Sport or North Edition. And if you go with the Limited or the Trailhawk, you will have the famous 9-speed automatic, the same transmission that is equipped right now in our test vehicle. Towing capacity is rated at 2,000 pounds, but with the 4x4 model, remember that I always told you SUV might not be the best vehicle for towing a big load out there. Well, it's not recommended to tow anything with the 2x4 model. You've got a 4x4 which is a selector and active drive low system, and I will do another video to give you more detail about that system. But the thing that you have to remember right now is that you got a button for low, but it's not a transfer case. It's going to keep the transmission in first gear and act as a crawling gear to get you out of those rocks. But you've got different settings that you can choose: auto, snow, sand, mud and rock, depending on the terrain that you will face. But as I told you, get ready, we will have another video soon all about that. So let's talk about road handling. The new Jeep Compass is based on FCA's small wide 4x4 architecture, so you will have a mix of comfort but also a mix of firm ride, because when you want to go off-road you need something that will be able to take the bumps and the rock, so you've got to choose the right balance between those two. So it's extremely strong off-road. I have not seen another little vehicle with so much capability. Even if there's no low range, that might be a need for some people out there, but remember that if you're doing a lot of city and just sometime going out in the harsh terrain during the weekend, it might do. You've got the upper body structure and frame that are engineered as a single unit for a stiff and more mass effective structure, so they didn't try to patch some part over another existing one. So it's designed and built with an extensive use of high strength steel and liberal use of structural adhesive, so it will be firm, but it will be able to take some pounding if you take it out there in the wild. But it feels sometimes that it's much more heavier to other SUV in the same segment. That's normal, because with all the goodies of the off-road package, it turns around 3,680 pounds. Acceleration are not its strong point though. It's weak. It's not that fast even if you compare it to the previous version. It's buzzy. When you accelerate, you don't feel that you're in a Jeep with some grunt. It needs time to shift gears, it needs time to downshift to get a perfect gear for giving you optimal acceleration. And if you want to roll with the 9-speed, you've got to be over 100 kilometers. At 125, the RPM will be showing 2,000 RPM. That's good for fuel economy though. Let's talk about braking. Well, the heavyweight, the off-road package, it's not the best for the road out there, so the distances are long. You still got 12 inches disc brake up front and 10.95 inches in the rear. You don't feel a lot of fading though, but it's the movement that you get when you're going to be braking. It's truck light and not SUV light. The direction though is precise, well calibrated. The electric power rack and pinion will give you more feeling, and the turning circles are going to be even better with the Trailhawk version, so that's going to be perfect to go around some trees or around some rock and get a better handling in off-road off-road mode. When you talk about off-road, you also want to talk about suspension. The Trailhawk is not for turns. It's not for entering turns. It's not for exiting turns. That's not where it will be comfortable. You only get a 0.75 G's of skid pad. That's not biting the road. But when you see some bumps, when you get some moguls, you will get in there, the suspension will be able to get a pounding, and you will feel it's firm even on the road, but you need once again to have the perfect mix to absorb those nasty bumps. It feels like a small Wrangler. I love the comparison. In front, you will have McPherson strut, coil spring, flat front steel cross member, high-strength steel double shell lower control stabilizer bar. And in the rear, you will have a Chapman strut, high-strength steel links, isolated steel rear cradle for 4x4, coil spring, and stabilizer bar. General comfort is not that bad. When you sit right there on the seat though, if you're tall, you will get that kind of headrest right in your neck, so that's not that comfortable. But you've got a great view, you've got a great feeling, it doesn't feel big, and when you're gonna be on road doing some tight parking maneuvers or off-road in the mud, in the sand, and even in the snow, you will see that where it shine is really there in those nasty and bad environments. It's the most capable SUV, small SUV ever that I've tested, that will be able to get over our diagonal test in a snap of a finger or over some rocks and enjoy the sand. You've got a tons of security feature also inside that vehicle. You've got that safety cage construction with more than 65% high strength steel. You will have forward collision warning with active braking system, lane departure warning with lane keeping assist, but it's really aggressive. It makes some correction, but boom, boom, boom. It's not soft. It should have been a little bit more softer. Blind spot monitoring with a rear cross traffic path detection. You will have also park view rear backup camera with dynamic grid lines and those cool sensors that will help you to be sure that you don't hit a tree if you're rolling back down a hill. Talking about fuel consumption, well, 7.8 on the highway. The 9-speed show its advantage right there, and you got the 10.8 around town. A little bit higher that we were able to do, but remember, we took this vehicle off-road. So you have to know that this vehicle is much more off-road oriented. By the way, the Trailhawk package is one of the most popular out there. Check the Jeeps, check the Renegade, check the Cherokee, check the Grand Cherokee. Everybody is showing right now the logo Trailhawk on their vehicle. So it's the perfect vehicle for city maneuver during the week and for off-road maneuver during the weekend, and take it out there, have some fun. There's a complete production package under this vehicle. That's not for nothing, but hey, we'll talk about this a little bit later in another video though. So there you go. What do you think about that? Do you think that the engine is going to be there to give the best potential possible in the new Compass? Would you have choose another or different transmission? Would you stick with the 4x4 system or added the transfer case? I don't know. Feel free to comment in the section down there below. Do a thumbs up because you like that video, and subscribe to Car Question because there's going to be a lot more for you guys. Take care.